Hey, I'm gonna try my attempt at a vinyl stone fly. I got a 5262 size 14 hook and a 5/32 bead. I'm gonna attach my tying thread. I got 70 UTC. Biots can be fun tying in biots. So I'm just gonna get a little weight and kind of put in my bead. It's a brass bead. It's not tungsten. I have a tendency a lot of times to get these things hung. So I mean, I hate to put the tungsten on there if I'm going to lose too many of them. It's just kind of the way it is with those dudes. Get me old glasses on. Let's kind of pinch the lead off. Because I'm going to add a little bit more. It's going to kind of build me a little dubbing bump back here. Or thread bump. I'm sorry, dubbing. My bad. Or time, kind of turn her around there. I've got old pair of scissors that I use sometimes for that. Most of the time, you just pinch it off. Old thread dam. I'm not trying to cover all the lead or anything. Let's see how we do here. I've seen people soak their biots before they use them. I mean, that's just kind of an up to you thing. I like to kind of even them up and trim them off just a touch. Kind of bring them toward me a little bit so whenever I tie it on there, they kind of turn for me the way I want them to and get them to splay out. And I just kind of wrap it to the lead. You don't want to go back on it because if you go back on it, I mean, you'll put them back together. And listen, you can do one at a time if you want. I mean, it's like I said, it's all about you. I mean, on having fun tying and stuff. And I mean, I've got to be honest with you. I don't have all the the best time with the buyouts either. So, I mean, sometimes you can and get them, and sometimes you can. I mean, it's just the best, like I say, you can do. So, and you can fool with them a little bit, like there's mine. I mean, you see it there. And you don't want to wrap them back on them while you're trying to put them on there, because it will definitely put them back together. I'm using it's some yeah, you pronounce it, Solanidays vinyl rib. This came from it's called the Adirondack Sports Center. I mean, it was in some old fly tying stuff I bought at auction, so I mean, I just thought I'd try it. I mean, it's not a midge version. I mean, by any means. But I like to buy stuff on eBay and try it. Stuff I didn't have. And sometimes that's the only way you can find stuff. Especially in today's time. I mean, it's kind of hard to find a few things. And that's, mostly what it's all about is experimenting anyway. I mean, that's the funnest part about it. Seeing what you can, what you can't. I'm going to give her a little whirl there. That's about 5 turns on there. Stuff looks pretty tough. Hopefully I got it locked in good. Made some good segmentation. Kind of thick though. I don't know. Like I said, we'll give her a shot this time. See. We shall see. All right, I have got some thin skin. I should already have out. I'm sorry. I like the thin skin. I know I cut it around a 1/4 inch wide, probably. Maybe a little bit less. Take your thin skin and take the paper backing off of it. Take your scissors and kind of give yourself a picket fence on the back of it. Just kind of help you tie it in. A lot of times I'll turn it toward me a little bit so that, I can get at the tying in the middle. Before I wrap it in real good. Kind of leave that back there. I'm going to get a little bit of brown dubbin. Just a tiny bit. Dub on my dubbin noodle there. I don't recommend doing that. You should always get you a little cup of water. Now here goes the fun again. We'll try to guess a bite for a leg. Take it about the tip of the body. Tie it in there. There you go. on the other side. Even them up there. Couple of yield wraps. Trim your bite. Get just a touch more dubbing. I'm using super fine dubbing. I just kind of like it a lot. Another biot. You know, I guess I would have made this a little faster if I would have had my stuff cut already. But I mean, I just like, regular tire, shorten your leg a little bit for that one. Regular tires, most of them, unless you're running an assembly line, I mean, you won't do that at home. You'll just do everything as you go. I mean, that's just normal. I mean, if I was in a big hurry to do it, or was tying to make money or whatever, then I would have a lot better system. I mean, my desk wouldn't be as dirty, and I'd have just one material out here. I've got so many materials laying out here where I've just played with so many different flies and designs and things that I like. Oops, I guess I ain't gonna be able to get that biot cut. Get her wrapped in there a little bit. As you can see, I mean, I've got a little piece of that biot left there. Get her out of there. Because if you don't cut that biot off there, you got a 72% chance less of catching, less fish. So that biot's got to come out of there. A little bit more dubbing. Kind of tighten her up a little bit. Let's see. Let's do one more just for the fun of it. Because I think they got 3 anyway. So. Oh. Nice. Like butter. Drop my bite. Give her a little pull in there. And don't be afraid to go back. Like I said, I got that one a little close to the front, so don't be afraid whatsoever to undo your thread. Take it back. I want that one right on that bead, right at the back of it. Don't be scared, because it's all about your fly tying. Man. I like to tie them and show them to guys I work with, and stuff like that, and give them away. I mean, that's a lot of fun to me. I mean, I've had people want to buy flies from me and stuff like that. I'm like, nah, man, tell me what you need. Tell me what works. See, that one I pulled too hard. Tell me what works, and I'll try to help you out. Tell me what you're catching. A lot of guys want crappie jigs, so I mean, shoot, I tie crappie jigs too. I like to tie crappie jigs. This is just more of the traditional flies is kind of what I like. I'm not very good at them, but I like to do them. Like to share it with you. I think that's pretty fun too. I've had my granddaughter in here, and she likes to help tie flies. See, I've just not quite got that bite the way I want it. I mean, it'll go. It just sometimes this is the real thing. I mean, you see a lot of fly tires on there. I mean, they don't make a mistake. I mean, that's not the real world. I mean, that's not the way it really happens. Because nobody's perfect. There we go. There's no harm, no foul. Like I said, I'm not trying to sell anything or do anything except tie and have fun. Today's, it's raining outside. Just a touch more dubbing. But you thought I forgot about that old thin skin. I didn't. It's there. It's there. Watch your legs and make sure you pull them out good. Whenever you do your thin skin. Oh, look here. See? Broke my thread, man. That's real world stuff. I mean, that's stuff that happens. Look, my fly's not going anywhere. People are like, how do you keep from losing that? Well, keep your thread waxed and stuff. And a lot of times when I thread my bobbin, I just kind of stick it up in there. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. I've got a threader. I'm lazy. I don't want to look for it. Let's kind of stick it up in there. There it is. Let's kind of go back and take the old dude back. Find my thread. I had a couple wraps on it. I mean, I probably could have got by with going ahead and wrapping all that thin skin, but when you spent 5 or 10 minutes making a fly, shoot, you might as well go back and at least try to get her right. Try again with the old thin skin. I don't pull on it hard yet. Evidently, I pulled on the thread hard though, didn't I? The thing about that thin skin, man, this makes it hard, shiny back. I just kind of cut the side of it and kind of pull as you go, and for the most part, it'll take it off. I might have cut that a little bit wide on that one. You've always got your scissors, thankfully. A few turns around there. Dig on the desk and try to find the old whip finish, and right over there. 3 or 4 turns is enough, because I'm going to use some bone dry on it, Solarez bone dry, after I kind of clip the legs a little bit. Help a pair of pliers to kind of kink the old legs, kind of bend them a little bit. Kind of bend them up, make them kind of look a little jointed. Little bit boogie. Little bone dry on this dude. I know this probably took forever, but like I said, I could do it a lot faster if I would have had everything cut and been trying really hard. Hit her with the old UV light. Fiddle with your legs a little bit. However you want them. I mean, it's whatever you think. I think that's a pretty cool fly. The legs and stuff on it. I'm not going to fish this fly for any kind of trout or anything. I mean, I mainly fish mine for bluegill and stuff like that. There's not, in my general area, there's not too many trout around. Can you see it? I like it pretty good, but there's not. I've got to drive a little ways if I want some kind of catch a trout or anything. So there he is. He's pretty cool with that vinyl rib back there. I mean, I never had used that thick of vinyl before. I mean, that's something you guys might not like. I mean, you might want the midge vinyl, but I thought it was pretty cool. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.